I will be grinding this old-ass game until I die. I'm not joking, I'm not lying, it's not hyperbole. No! It is the perfect, I don't want to pay attention, I just want to talk about video games game.
You didn't even do a fucking intro.
Oh yeah, we are live with episode 452 of the 3G podcast. Another slow news week. We do have some things Jared posted earlier in the week, and before the podcast I went to go and double check to see if there were any news stories he missed, and not a lot. Not really. It's been a couple of days since there's a couple of things that are worth talking about, but nothing crazy important. First thing I want to talk about has nothing to do with video games, but it's nerdy, so we're going to talk about it anyways. Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering has apparently generated $200 million worth of revenue, making it the hot $200 million for paper, Greg. Apparently that is the fastest selling Magic the Gathering set in history. Final Fantasy, yep. Just Final Fantasy has generated $200 million of revenue. Okay. Yeah. So, you know what? I don't indulge in Magic the Gathering that much anymore. Like, there's a few things I'll pay attention to if they have a cool set coming out. Like, I'm a big sucker for Innistrad. I like the flavor of that. All you need to know about Innistrad is, like, werewolves, vampire hunters, shit like that. It's, you know...
Gothic, man.
Yeah, it's gothic, dark, cool stuff. It's awesome. So I dig that. But most of their sets, especially the more, like, traditional Magic-y ones, I don't really care about. But I do love me some old school Final Fantasy, and I do have a pretty okay collection of Magic the Gathering cards, so well, Rebecca and I indulged quite a bit. We are part of the problem with this $200 million purse that Hasbro has. Yeah, they're doing a new one. I say that I am not really keen on it too much anymore, but they have another one coming out soonish, which is like pulp sci-fi 1970s space stuff. Like think all the sources that inspired the Outer Worlds, and that's kind of what the flavor of this new set that's coming up is like. So a lot of Buck Rogers, a lot of early Star Trek, and I got to admit I'm getting some vibes from it, but I'm not sure I'm willing to spend. I'm not sure I'm willing to spend money on it. I might buy some choice singles. I might buy a fat pack, but I don't think I'm going to do anything like what I did for Magic the Gathering. We bought collector decks. We bought a yeah. Oh, tomato. But yeah, we spent a fair bit of money on this Magic the Gathering set, and I don't really regret it. Oh yeah, it's on eBay. Go eBay it. Rebecca really wants to go buy herself a Buster Sword. And she's hemming and hawing about it. But she won't just go buy it. It's like 30-something, I think. I pulled a Buster Sword from my first fat pack, so that's, saved me some money. She got the most valuable card out of the entire set. She's got a foil extended art Cloud, which is about $100 if you wanted to sell it on eBay right now. So I'm not even sure what the second most valuable card is, but she should be. But she's sitting there going, I want a Buster Sword. She ain't trading. She's greedy. She's not dumb.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pay for the fucking intended on.
No, he said I should trade you.
Trade?
Yeah.
Why would I want a Buster Sword and not also Cloud?
She's looking up on. She's looking it up on eBay right now. I mean, we bought 2 fat packs each, and that was an accident because I forgot I bought some from Target and then from Best Buy. But when I found out, I was totally fine with it. I was like, well, you know, we got good return on our investment for the fat packs, so probably bills. How much money do we? Don't tell me now.
Oh.
Yeah, we bought a fridge and we paid the car payment, so yeah, we probably don't have a ton of money right now. You're getting paid soon, anyways, and that'll have to go towards the house and the electric. Anyways, yeah, I think I talked about it. We got a new fridge. That came in this week, didn't it? God, this has been a long fucking week. So, I think seems like a long week. Well, whatever. Technicalities. It arrived on Tuesday, so we haven't had time to talk about it. Not much to talk about.
Oh, yeah. Tell them about fucking the timing on it.
I will. Okay, more in mundane shit no one cares about. Hi, Zan. Sitting there by the door staring at me. We bought the cheapest little fridge we could because our old one was dying. It's one my parents bought when I was in high school, and I got it as a hand-me-down because... Remember when we got our house got struck by electricity and it fucked a lot of our appliances up. And as a holdover, my parents were like, "Well, we got this old fridge. You want to have it? This is sitting here doing nothing." I'm like, you know what? Not having spoiled food is better than having spoiled food, so I will take your old fridge. And then we got a new fridge, and then I was like, it's kind of nice having 2, isn't it? Then we decided we didn't want to get rid of the old fridge, and we kept both it and the new fridge. And like, this thing was on its last legs. The seal in it was bad. We had to use like those hair scrunchies to keep it closed. Whatever. We put like little plastic clips on the door and on the side of the fridge, and we'd use those elastic rubber bandy hair tie thingies, whatever, and that's how we would keep it closed, because otherwise the door wouldn't stay closed. It would swing open. And I don't think our solution was perfect by any means, but you know what? It's an old fridge. I'm not willing to invest money in it. And we put something in front of it, like we have cans of soda or bottles of ragu. We just put that in front of the fridge. We can move them out of the way with our foot, move them back when we're done. So I'm not saying this is like a great surprising loss. But we're not going back to single fridge peasantry. That's just not happening.
Guys, we can't have meat and ice in the same fucking freezer. That's wrong.
Well, we can, and most people do, but whatever.
We can.
I guess we can't. So we bought another fridge, like $500, and we got the takeaway and the delivery and whatever. And they said they'd be here between 1 and 5.
1 and 5.
1 and 5. They showed up at like 7:45.
Their deliveries between 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
So apparently we were last on the list, I guess, but
probably only got it that day because I fucking called.
I and my whole life was like, all right, I'm gonna go to bed at like 10, and Rebecca can watch for these people to come, and she can deal with all the shit, and I'll just sleep through it, and it'll be great. That's adulting 101 there. Sleeping so I won't have to personally deal with it. And then I wake up at like 3, 2, something. Not late enough. Early I wanted to wake up, and I go outside, and there's Rebecca sitting there looking pissed in the living room. She's like, these people still aren't here. I haven't heard nothing from them.
Fuck out there.
Yeah, remember I told you we don't have air conditioning in the front of the house because it's...
I mean,
we kind of do, but we don't run it, and those ACs need to be replaced next. Anyways, so she's sweating her balls off out there, and not very happy with how long everything is taking. And suffice to say, it doesn't get better. By 6 o'clock, I guess she decides she's going to go to bed or something.
No.
Oh, right, she had a work meeting at 7. Right, I forgot about that. Yeah, so she goes into her work meeting at 7. And, I decide, after ignoring bodily functions for the better part of the day, the day is almost over. I'm gonna go take a shit. So, as soon as I'm on the toilet, not as soon as I'm on, but a few minutes after I've started taking shit, I hear a knock on the door. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So, not only do I have to go and take care of business quick, and shuffle my ass out there and go, interact with these people, which, whatever, it's not a thing, but it's what I wanted to avoid, especially, having to rush a shit and sweat my balls off while they move stuff, and Rebecca was here at the end. She signed everything.
Yeah, I had to take my headset off and run out there.
So, it is what it is. The fridge is out there. It is. Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna be DSP about it. Be like, and then these guys, it's what happens. It's what happens when you get anything delivered. It's inconvenient. It's annoying. It's unprofessional, but it's not unexpected.
And I don't even know what those guys were saying to each other.
Oh, they were talking in Spanish.
They looked annoyed as shit.
They were here for like 5 minutes, bros. Do your fucking jobs. But, we got our fridge. It's all cool.
I was hoping the strap-on, what's it called? Dolly. That was cool.
Oh, yeah, they use, like, some strap dolly to move the old fridge out.
Yeah, it had the harness and then strap it down.
Rebecca was really impressed, but it's like, this fridge is not that heavy when it's empty. I remember moving it in here. It's awkward, but, two guys...
And our doorway is barely fucking wide enough.
That's true.
They fucking almost couldn't get our old fridge out.
My
the clearance on either side was this much for the old fridge.
Yeah?
But it was this much.
Yeah, imagine doing it with your hands and then realizing as you're trying to go through the doorway that your hands will not fit alongside the fridge, so you gotta fucking...
That's what they had to do.
I got short... No, they had that strap that they were using, so they had an easier time of it.
No, you have to have your hands on either side of it. So one of them had to step down while their hands were like this, and then the other one had to fucking do it after.
Well, imagine me and Mike doing it.
You both want to fucking hit your hands and then they're mad.
No, I didn't do it. I didn't hit my hands because I was like, no, this ain't gonna work. I do not have... Okay, I'm a short dude, and that translates to my wingspan. I cannot... I cannot grab the top and bottom of the fridge at the same time. So, I mean, whatever. My dad is able to, and he's not that tall. He's like 5'9", so 5'8", 5'9". So I just... No, we didn't use the side door. That thing has been rotten since we got that fridge. Yes, it was. We did not go through. We did not go through the side door.
Did the side door because we left the fridge right next to the fucking.
We moved the fridge out through the side door. We didn't move the new fridge in.
I'm saying no. The one that just died, he moved up the side. The brand new one came.
No, he didn't. I carried it in.
Came in through the side. The electric shock one went out the side.
Everybody cares. She's got to nag me with these false memories. I was there. I carried it. You didn't. I know which door it went through.
One of the two fridges went in the side door. I know that.
I didn't bring the new fridge in, and neither did Mike.
Yeah, the guys did.
Yes. Fridge! It keeps my ice cold so I can drink my Mountain Dew and be a gamer bro. This is how this works.
He has no idea how much ice we go through.
we go through a lot of ice.
I bought a huge bag of ice. We don't want to wait for the ice to freeze in the new And we're almost done with it.
I don't have any soda right now. Rebecca's sitting here drinking soda in front of me. I don't got any. Makes me sad.
Yeah, I drink one like every 4 days.
I'll cope. We also started watching in our gaming podcast the Persona 3 animation, which never got an official dub, but apparently it's been fan dubbed on YouTube, and it's not good, but it's acceptable. So we're watching that. We got to the part where the protagonist shoots himself in the face.
The side of the head.
Actually, it's like 20 minutes in. They stretched it out a bit.
The side of the head.
So it's like 20 minutes in, and I think it's like an hour and 45 minutes long. And I'm kind of pissy that, like, the Persona 4 animation is, like, I said earlier, Rebecca, is basically lost media. It's not lost media, but goddamn, I'll be fucked if you can buy it or stream it anywhere. So, it's crazy. It couldn't have come out that long ago, like, within the past 15 years, obviously. So it's like, how... Yeah. It should be, but right now my only ways of watching it are, I guess, find a pirate site or spend $200 on a DVD well, it's not the fucking latter, I'll tell you that much. But I don't feel like those should be my only options for an anime that came out 10 to 15 years ago. Like, what is the point of all these streaming sites if they can't put anything on any of them? Like, you can't... No, I'm not gonna... I shouldn't have to. I should be able to check Hulu, Netflix, and Crunchyroll, and it should be on one of those three. And if it's not, we're doing something wrong. And I don't check out, like...
Did you check Amazon Prime?
Yes.
Oh.
So it's a bit annoying that that's so hard to find these days. And I imagine it used to be on streaming services. Like, there's a Steins Gate movie that was on streaming services, and I kind of fucked around, and I didn't like get to watching it soon enough, and it's not there anymore on Crunchyroll, and it's kind of annoying. Hi, Joker. But you know what is watchable, right, Greg? Dan to Dan Season 2. We didn't watch the fourth episode until this morning. Well, we finally got around to it. I can't remember if that was in the manga or not. It's a very topical series. Well, yeah, now. Well, you know, Japan's like 10 years behind us when it comes to Western culture. That's why they were all still dressing like it was the 80s and the 90s. It's true, it's true. That's why us old people start liking that Japanese stuff more. It's like a time capsule of things that we remember better and like more. Like Persona!
Were we watching the golden version of Persona 4? Or
What, Rebecca?
Which version of Persona 4 were we watching?
What do you mean, which version?
Apparently it was a golden one and a regular one.
I assume it's the regular one? I didn't see Marie in there. So.
Oh, apparently it used to be on Funimation. But it's no longer.
So it is kind of bullshit that it's so hard to watch these, but I'm trying to talk Rebecca into playing the Persona games. I think she should. Like, she's fine watching the animes of it. In fact, I'd say she's more than fine. She's eager to get to it. She wants this podcast to end so she can go back to watching it, but I think you get a lot more. I think you get a lot more out of the games. You were almost done with it last week at this time. Oh, yeah. So, well, what? Your thoughts on Metaphor? You're almost at the end. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. I was gonna say you just want to be able to fucking date some of the girls. I didn't even think about that. So you're wrong, but not in the way that you want to be called wrong. I don't want to know about it. No, it's you can keep that potty brain to yourself, but that shit would be banned in the UK, sir. No, like, yeah, it does kind of suck that you can't romance anybody. I think that magic shop owner is a babe. She's clearly best girl. Especially because she wants to just go murder people. But,
there's a lot of illegal places to watch it.
Yeah, I ain't clicking on that shit on my work PC.
Or download it.
Persona 4 streaming. Rebecca's looking for how to watch the rest of Persona 4.
Some people said if you switch your Amazon region to Japan, you might be able to get it.
Okay, well you
but
can.
I don't know if you can do it in English.
Oh well, I don't want to watch a sub. You can figure it out. You know how to internet if you want to see it. I mean, I played the game, so I don't really need to watch it.
Well, I don't want to click on it.
So, like, where are you actually at in? Okay, so you're after the palace and the snow place. Yeah. I think the snow place is where the game really got good. All the events that happened around there. I'm gonna talk in code because this game's too fresh to give spoilers, but when you were about to execute your scheme, I was sitting there waiting. All right, how are they gonna fuck us out of this? And then they don't, and I was like, holy shit, it worked. And then they took it away later, but it's like, no, it's technicality. We got him. It worked. Awesome. I was hyped for that. That was really cool stuff there. No, that part was great. That might be my favorite segment in the whole game. That might be my favorite segment of any game that year, in fact. Yeah, there's a lot of, like, I think the middle of the game is just kind of mediocre. There's just a lot of unfun crap that you do between leaving the Imperial City the first time and then getting to the snow place. Like, I didn't like that. Yeah. There's a lot of meh in the middle there. Um, I didn't like that island dungeon. Oh my god, that went on way too fucking long. Yeah, yeah, way longer.
You can only stream the first 12 episodes on Amazon Prime with Japan.
Well, that's bullshit. Well, we ended at like episode 15, so that's useless.
But
Um,
did you like the second part of that dungeon, Greg?
yeah. If you They do it in such subtle throwaway, like you just find stuff on the ground. I'm like, so they're talking about like guns and keyboards and like DVDs and shit, aren't they?
But yeah, that was not a fun dungeon to write up.
No, that dungeon sucked.
Yep.
I hated playing through that dungeon just because like that whole puzzle area with the humans that are like giant ears with swords in them. It's like, oh my god, this is so stupid. No. Hieronymus Bach. Okay, yeah. Triptych. Yeah, triptych. Oh my god, yeah, that's that one human boss you fight in the capital. Yeah. Yep, there's the sword ears. I'm not I'm not surprised that this is a thing. I'm a little bit surprised at the audacity of the thing. I'd be more annoyed by it if the best enemy design in that entire game was stolen from this, and I don't see it. I thought I would hate, like, Jared posted that in Discord before the game launched, and I'm just listening to it going, like, I don't know about this. Like, I can see it, but I was ultimately like, you know what? I don't think I'd like the Persona 5 battle music in a vacuum either, so I'm not gonna get, like, too worried about it either way. And then you're playing through Metaphor, and I'm just like, no, this totally works. This totally works with the pacing of the battle and just the way that the game is designed. But like, if you're just listening to that fucking dude sing, you're kind of like, ah. It works in the game. It just works.
It was a real monk or whatever doing it,
Well,
chanting
in
to.
games, a lot of the time the music kind of fades into the background and just kind of flavors it. Whereas if you're just listening to the music, you're gonna get
Yeah.
annoyed. That's why when you're playing Persona 5, and I'm like, ugh,
Unless I know one uses it. Yeah. Libertarian freaks. Yeah. I mean, that's putting in the work. I'm surprised this game has only sold 2 million copies. I really am. I think that baby boss is the best design in that entire game. That's one of the few bosses I can look at and go, no, this is like right up there with some of the best designs in Persona. Like, this thing is fantastic. I don't know, there's a lot of high points and then a lot of mediocrity in Metaphor.
Yeah, I just looked up the page that the second part of the dungeon was 5K words with all the screenshots and everything.
A lot of work there.
Yep.
I don't know. We'll see. I'll do another playthrough of Metaphor one day. It'll be cheap on PSN. I'll buy it digitally and get access to the PS4 version, and maybe I'll replay that at some point, but I thought it was good. I didn't think it was really... What Persona run? Oh. Oh, yeah. What are you doing, puppy? So there's a rope bone these dogs have chewed until it's basically there's like a 3-inch long cluster of rope. And that's all that's left of this rope bone, but they still like chewing on it. And Joker is laying on Rebecca's chair trying to use his paws to get at this husk of a rope bone. But he can't figure out how to do it, so he gave up. And is now just chilling out there. Yeah, you're not going to win that way, Doodle. Yeah. Low leech amounts. So, like, I gave... what were the 3 big RPGs that year? Was it Infinite Wealth, Persona 3 Reload, and Metaphor? I think so. Oh yeah, Veilguard was that year too. I think I gave like all of those like an 8.5. Like they were all on the verge of being great, but they just had things that prevented them from getting over the hump.
3 of the 4 were published by the same company.
Yeah. So and the game or the year's game of the year, Unicorn Overlord, published by the same company. What a fucking year for Atlas, I swear. So I don't know. We'll see what the long-term reception of this game is. I'm a little surprised the sales are as low as they are. Like I thought 2 million was very low for a game like that, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to wait till somebody from Atlas says it was a sales success or a sales bust. But
Persona 3 Reload is at the same number of sales, right?
I can't remember.
I think
it
so,
was.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what's at now.
And that was out longer than Metaphor.
Yeah, but it got much better reviews. So I just expected.
It's also a remake of one of the highly regarded JRPGs.
Yeah, but even Final Fantasy VII Rebirth couldn't sell. So I don't know. I'm not sure a remake is that good of a pitch anymore.
It's a new. It's a new version of an old story and a sequel to the first game, so it's probably not going to sell as much as remake.
Wait, what's a new version of an old story? Oh, well...
Rebirth. Plus exclusivity.
Well, isn't it? Because the only reason Greg's not buying Persona 3 Reload is because it's the same story again. Oh, you're just not playing. Okay.
Neither have I. It's literally sitting on my dashboard.
I think it's really good. Like, a lot of other people gave it like an 8, low 8. I think it's solid 8.5. I have trouble reviewing remakes really highly because I'm just not sure internally what my criteria for a good remake is. You know, like, does it just need to be the same game that looks a lot better and has quality of life features? Because it did that. Should they, you know, I don't know. I don't know. On the other hand, we have something like Oblivion Remastered, which has sold quite well, and all its staff got laid off anyway, so I don't know. I don't know what to make of this market. And was Doodle slobbering on you? And ironically, I gave Oblivion Remastered like a 5. So of all these like remasters, it fucking has like game-breaking bugs. Like, what do you want? What do you want me? It did. Did I not tell you about the chicanery I had to do to beat this game? How I started falling through platforms and... Well, you have to ride an elevator to reach the top of most Oblivion towers, right? So you have to find a way to bullshit your way around that. You have to ride an elevator down into some lava during one of the last story quests. Well, the game's bugged, so I fall through every elevator. I couldn't complete the Shivering Isles because literally events would just stop triggering, and it's like, you know, you go to complete a quest, a character interacts with an altar, and nothing happens. You're just sitting there with your thumb up your ass for the rest of the game. It's like, well, that's fun. Like, what am I supposed to do? The game doesn't fucking work. Like, I literally cannot progress any further in my latest save file. So I can't do the collectathon stuff I want to do. I can't go 100% completion. I could load a much earlier save and just beeline through the entire thing, but it's not how I want to play that game. It's not 5 out of 10. Your game doesn't work. I don't know. I'm just saying the market does not match reviews, and that's not a huge revelation. Well, no, you can play the game like if you were just trying to experience it again and go through the story without, you know, really just enjoying everything along the way. Yeah, it's, I guess, fine enough. But if you want to hit every dungeon, complete every quest, buy every house, you're not going to be able to do it. The game is going to fuck you over before you get to the end. So I don't know. Especially if you have to spend a whole bunch of time, like, roaming around the wilderness finding Nern roots. I'm not even going to make excuses for the game. You know what? In a proper functioning video game, I should be able to spend 20, 30 hours roaming the world for Nern roots and not have the fucking main quest become incompletable because of it. So, I don't know. It sounds like I'm shitting on Metaphor. I really enjoyed it. I compared it to games like Persona 3 Reload, which got kind of a tepid reaction, and Veilguard, which got shit on, and I can't honestly say that I thought Metaphor was just like head and shoulders above either of these games. I thought it was right there with them, if I'm being completely honest. Metaphor had higher high points, but I think something like Veilguard had a more even quality spread and better pacing for sure. Persona 3 Reload, we don't need to talk about its pacing. You know it has bad pacing. Because they cut too much shit from the original game! Except, you know, female MC, which is like the one thing they should have kept. But I digress. Is what it is. So, right, we were talking about things Greg had to work on instead, why he hasn't finished Metaphor yet. And yes, we've been working on a guide for No Sleep for Kaname Date. That got finished, I think, on the 22nd. No real... It's the third game in the AI series, the first being AI, the Somnium Files. Visual Novel Book Club, yes. Are we... No, you know what? It's actually not bad we don't have that much news, because... No, is it too early to do a visual novel book club? I think it's too early to do a visual novel book club of No Sleep for Kaname Date. We will wait until that game hits PlayStation, and then we will do a proper book club on it. But we can do a review, we can talk about it and the guide. It should have been a surprise that we were doing a guide on this, because we were talking about doing a guide on it for Neo Seeker for a good couple of weeks before we actually started. We got a code, so we were able to get access to it early. It's already at like 20,000 hits, which is, I think it's pretty good for a visual novel. I don't have anything to compare it to, but it's going to eclipse that Doom guide real quick, like it might eclipse Doom by Tuesday. So I have to say that's doing pretty good numbers. Apparently not. But hey, you know what? They got it anyways. I didn't offer to write it, okay? I don't either. I think Howard might, but I don't. But, you know, Kaname Date doing pretty good. Nice that we got a code for it. The game is much shorter than the first AI. I was speculating, like, ever since I saw the trailer for it, how are they going to reconcile some of the parts from the first game? Well, the answer is they're not. They're just not going to talk about it. Like, why does Dante look like Dante? Fuck you. Stop asking questions. Alright? We like this voice actor better. We like this character design better. This is just the way it is. Yes, it's an obvious choice to make. Exactly. Yes, I agree. It is, but you know what? Maybe don't end your game the way you ended it. Yeah, you didn't have to do what you did at the end of the last game to be in that situation in the first place. So, just saying. But it's, you know what? No Sleep for Kaname Date is pure fan service. If you played through the first game and really liked it, and then just happened to stumble upon the third game, I'm actually thinking that is like the ideal way to play through things. Yeah. You're introduced to some of the characters from the third game in the second game, including Giant Gyaru Tits McGee AI, who is there 2 or 3 times during the whole course of Kaname Date, and she doesn't really contribute much to the game. But she drops a bunch of F-bombs in the epilogue, right? That's her most notable contribution to the game. And the only reason I remember that is because I don't remember anyone else just dropping F-bombs so casually.
Is the secretary in it?
Yeah, the secretary's in it. You have an ending where you can go out on a date with the secretary again. This game doesn't have routes. It's got the one story route you play through, and that's it. And it kind of like, you alternate between doing somniums and the new escape room mechanics. And I think they thought that the escape rooms are fun, and they are lengthy. Like, if you're not fishing for clues and looking at a guide, it's going to take you an hour or two to complete these escape rooms. My rough approximation. And a lot of the games, I think there's like 4 of them in the game. And I'd say that about half of your playtime is going to come from these escape rooms. It's a very short game. If you were following a guide and just like beelining through it, you could probably get it done in a sitting. Very short game. No major alternate routes. There are multiple endings, but most of the endings are just like... It'd probably be a pretty long sitting, yeah. And you probably wouldn't have as much fun with the game if you did that. But you could do it. With a guide. With a guide, you could. Because I'm thinking it's about to take you 8 hours to read. I mean, actually read everything. If you're skipping through it, who knows? Not if you have a guide. You're not going to have to, but why are you playing it if you're not going to read through it? So, but you know what? People do things, so it's up to you. But the endings are very brief. They usually fall into the category of click on thing repeatedly until thing happens, and then reload. And that's pretty much every alternate ending in this game, except for one. And I was stressing a little bit about it. There's one ending that's kind of tricky to unlock. In one of the escape rooms, you have to enter in like a 6-digit code to travel somewhere, and the code is given to you via clues in the escape room. But there's like other places you can go to, and you know, you don't have to put in the right code. Yeah. And I'm getting to the end of the game, and I know there's an ending that I haven't seen in this escape room. It's the first escape room in the game. If you watch the trailers, you've literally already seen this escape room. And I'm sitting here, we're at the end of the game, we've done everything, and like this is the ending that I haven't seen yet. This is like the last big thing to finish out for this guy. And I'm like, so how the fuck do you trigger this escape, like this extra ending in this escape room? And so I'm like, I remember there's a code on one of the screens for a place that you can travel to, but you're not supposed to. And I was a good little boy the first time I played through the game, and I didn't go to the location that seemed wrong. I went to the location that seemed right. I was like, okay, but now I'm done with all that shit, so I'm gonna go play through this escape room again, and I'm gonna go see what happens if you enter this code. I'm like, this is gonna be the way to complete this. And I enter the code, and nothing happened. They're just like, no, you can't go there. And I'm like, shit. Well, could it be anything else? Because there's other clues they give you. I'm entering everything I can think of, and I can't figure anything out. And I'm like, well, I have no fucking clue, but it's not a big deal. So we're not going to have like one of the gag endings in the guide. Well, maybe someone else is smarter than us. We'll look it up maybe, and that was our plan. Yeah. And then I hadn't written up the epilogue at that point, but I'm going to write up the epilogue, and I'm playing through it, and a character shows you a thing, and I'm not going to get into it, but they show you something, and it happens to be like a 6-digit number. I'm like, that has to be it, right? And then the game even tells you, like, this can have world-changing consequences. I'm like, no, that's it. That's it. They just give you the fucking code. And so I go into the first escape room, and then I enter the code in, and I'm like, I get the secret ending, I'm like, boom! That's it! I'm a genius! I'm so fucking smart! But I gotta show off to Greg. I can't just say, I figured out ending C. I gotta get all the achievements, and then I gotta screen cap me having all the achievements, and I gotta send it to Greg on Messenger. And then I could just have Greg go, how did you do that? And he did. He played along, to be fair. And I told him what to do, and it turns out the code you get at the end of the game is random. So you can't just enter it in there. So you have to play through the game, and then you have to go back and enter it, because you're not going to have because it's a random 6-digit number, what are the odds of putting in the right one? Yes, I would not know that on my own playthrough. So I had to go back and change all the stuff I'd written up and tell them it's going to be a random code instead of the code I had. So, it's nice to have that extra layer of idiot proofing, so I don't have people commenting on the guide and saying, hey, you fucked this up. They already have. There's already a couple of them. Like, apparently there are two events with that inspector that you have to do to get the trophy for it. And apparently I missed the first one, but I got the second one in the epilogue, and then I went back to the earlier one and got that one, and I said that's where you get it. But apparently you have to do both, and it probably is going to pop for most people in the epilogue, so I do need to change that. Because other players will see that. I'll say, this is where this achievement pops, and then they won't get it, and they'll be pissy, and it'll be my fault. That's fair. I need to change that, so. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that, and they're like, well, how do you figure this out? It's like, shut the fuck up and read the guide. Why are you asking? What do you want me to do? Explain the puzzle to you? I mean, we got the right answer, it's just we don't know how. Doesn't matter, it'll get you through the end of the game. You're fine. I wanted to do one of the escape rooms because I'm terrible at these kind of games, like these sort of, because the escape rooms are more of like a point and click adventure game than anything you saw in the first AI Somnium Files, and I'm bad at point and click adventure games because they tend to have moon logic, and No Sleep for Konami Date is no different. It moon logics you. This is moon logic, and cut like all the content down by like 2/3. Because you only have 2 like full day exploration segments in that game. It's a very short, directed story that recycles a ton of ass. I will give them a little bit of credit. The game actually... Oh yeah, that's all new. Oh, a ton. The escape rooms and Somniums are about the only thing that's new in that game. Yes, I would. %? Like, most of the characters are recycled. I do think... I think Iba's portraits are more expressive now. She makes a lot more annoyed faces than she used to.
She made a lot of annoyed faces in the first one.
There's more variety, is what I'm saying, Rebecca.
Oh.
Well,
that makes sense.
I mean, if it sounds like we're shitting on this, we kind of are. I wouldn't pay $50 for it. And I love the setting and the characters, so the whole fan service thing, that actually appeals to me. I'm just ready for more of these characters doing the same. You could do a 4th game just like this, but I still don't think I'd pay $50 for it. I think this is a...
I'm glad Date is in that body and not the other.
Yeah, Rebecca's glad Date's in this body, not the other one.
I think they realize people don't like fucking boring ass aliens.
I'm gonna give the first game a 9. I thought it was fantastic. I'll stick with the 7 for this game. I don't know. I might even be tempted to lower because its value is kind of bad. It's kind of bad. $50 for something that you'll maybe complete in a weekend, maybe a week if you're just not spending that much time on it. Like we took a bit because we had to write it up and figure things out, but you know that's if we were just playing through it, we'd have gone so much faster. Oh, I'm sure I am. See, the problem is I can't look at my time on things because I have so much idle time. Where are we at? N. 82 hours. Holy shit. Half of that is idle time and just me typing and well, I replayed through every Somnium at least twice. Cuz I wanted to check and make sure that every option. No, a lot of idle time. Oh yeah. That's how I do. What? What are you talking about? Oh. Oh yeah, the porno mag jokes, there's so fucking many of them in this game. It's like, I know there's, Rebecca sitting there, she keeps looking over her shoulder at me like, there wasn't the first game? Rebecca, you don't understand. This game is like a quarter of the length, and it has at least as many porno mag jokes. Like, they are around every corner. So, I'm not saying it's bad, but like, there's a phenomenon where a character with a little bit of Flanderization. That's what it's called. Flanderization. I don't know if you've heard about it, but it's a phenomenon where characters that are somewhat multifaceted over time get kind of reduced to their key gimmicks. And Date is going through that something fierce in this game. Like, he is becoming a caricature of Date from the first game. So, I mean, it's fine. I enjoyed it. By all means, read the guide. I fully expect this to be on PlayStation Network within a year. And I'll wait for it to go on sale. I'll buy it. We'll play it on Visual Novel Book Club. Greg and I will platinum it with a breeze. We will earn the platinum that we deserve. And it'll be fun. It'll be good. But I think $20 is a sweet spot for it. Am I just misremembering what it takes to make this room word? I thought it took something to do this. Who's that? It's $3? Oh, yeah. Okay. I can't believe I asked that. I said it's $3. Of course, I bought it at $3. What am I doing? Holy shit! Yeah, I bought it to work on it on PC because then I can double check things like some of the journal entries and the exact time the trophies pop and all that stuff, and it's just easier to grab screenshots that I'm going to nitpick, and so yeah. $3 for the Somnium Files, the first one on Steam, absolute no-brainer. Like, that's the price you should be paying for every game that you don't get to own. So I can't even really piss on Steam, as is my usual inclination. Because again, it's $3. I mean, that's probably fine too, honestly. You know what else is on sale? They've got, like, if you've ever gotten a slight itch to go back and play some of these old D&D classics, and I don't mean the good ones. I don't mean Baldur's Gate. I mean way back. Before Pentiums existed back. If you ever got that itch, they have a humble bundle right now for D&D classics. They've got the entire Gold Box series, Pool of Radiance, Curse of the Azure Bonds, Secret of Silver Blades, Pool of Darkness. They got the Savage Frontier duology. They got the Eye of the Beholder series. They've got Dungeon Hack, Menzober Anzam. They've got all kinds of games. They've got the Kryn series. They've got the fucking Spelljammer game. Some of these are not good. I'll be upfront with you right now. Some of these are not good. Some of these, I should be more honest. Some of these were never good. Some of them were good, but kind of hard to go back to 1992. But, you know, it's a taste. It's a taste. Maybe you get that taste and you want that old DRPG experience. All these games, $10 on Humble Bundle. So, I don't know how many games you're actually getting, because they will sell you, like, there are 3 titles called Forgotten Realms Classics Volume 1, 2, and 3. And one of them has, like, 6 games in it, another has 3, and I can't remember how much is. You're probably getting, like, 15, 20 games for $10. Now, if you're a good person and you care about things and you just, you actually want to own them, you should wish list them and buy them on GOG, because as far as I'm concerned, they're all on GOG. And that's the best way to get them. But it's hard to beat $10. It's really hard to beat all these games for $10. Like, you're really spending like 75 cents on some of these games, and you will get more than 75 cents of fucking fun out of them. Jank as they are. No, not debatable. You will absolutely get more than that. Even if the only game that you like really like are a few of the just better aged ones. Dungeon Hack is a pretty good single player DRPG that you can just enter a dungeon and go and fucking kill monsters and level up and get fucked over by archaic mechanics that developers would never dream of throwing at you in the modern era. Like an entire level full of enemies that fucking level drain your ass. Insta-kill traps all over the place. Oh, you don't have a thief? Well, too fucking bad. You're getting hit by every trap. Better save, scum, bitch. We're talking old school. But, felt like I'd shamelessly shill some of those games because, I mean, like I said before on this podcast, Pool of Radiance was the first game I played, so I gotta give it some love. By the way, Greg, that game was also on Nintendo. I don't know if you own that one. I don't remember if they put any of the other Gold Box games on there, but I know they have Pool of Radiance on there. No, I have no clue. I have no clue how Pool of Radiance on the NES plays, but you know what? Doesn't matter, because you can get it on Steam for peanuts. So that's probably the better option. Speaking of D&D classics, the whole reason I brought that up, segued into it, and I can segue out of it. Let me look here. Jared posted this. SNEG will re-release real-time strategy game Dungeons & Dragons Dragon Shard and action RPG Forgotten Realms Demon Stone for PC via Steam in mid-August, they announced. Dragon Shard originally launched in 2005, while Demon Stone launched in 2004. Both re-releases feature smoother gameplay, modern resolution support, and other improvements. When Jared posted this, I think he posted it in Slack first, didn't he? Maybe. I can't remember. But when Jared first posted it, wherever he first posted it, I was like, the fuck is this? I already have these games on GOG. Like, how are they not on Steam? I had to look at the article and realize that apparently they're going to have some improvements, and I honestly can't tell you why this exists. I'm not the biggest fan of these games. They're all right. I know some people have a real soft spot for them. They're fine. They're fine. But they're not like, they didn't scream remaster me, you know? So we'll see. I think like the Dark Alliance games deserved it more and they got it, so. No, they have Dark Alliance too. Yep. In fact, I don't know. No, those games don't have online multiplayer. That's a big problem with them. Is they didn't really do enough. I think like the big problem with the first Dark Alliance game is it doesn't have a platinum, and I don't think either of them have online multiplayer. Trust me, they'd have been podcast games if they had online multiplayer. I mean, they're just fun games. They're fun games to play. I wish they would bring Champions of Norath over, because I really like those, but I'm almost certain those are in licensing hell, so. Which is a shame, but you know what, we got something. I said it before, and I'll say it again, I would really, I'm really vibing to play Eye of the Beholder. That fucking guy, Aqua Walrus, played those games on his channel, and I didn't say that. I haven't sent him an email. I said I should, I didn't say I did. I really should. But yeah, he played through them. I'm like, God, I want to play those again. If they got ported to PlayStation, I'd buy them. I'd buy them. They don't need to bring the third game. They can if they want to, but the first two would be sufficient. So, I guess old RPGs coming to PlayStation. Nothing new, but you know what? I'm kind of viewing PlayStation 4 and 5 as like a time capsule of games, and I got to admit, it's making me a little leery about this business with the SSD. You know, the idea that PS5s probably won't be working in 20, 30 years. Because if this is if that's true, that'd be a double shame, because this console is such a good repository of like games right now. That and the Switch One, but you know, if I can play them on a system that has better graphics and performance, then you know, I'd rather do that. But it'd be a shame if all this stuff went the way of the dodo in 20 years. Like, kind of think this should be a foundation for game preservation. Just put everything you possibly can on PlayStation. Give us access to Blu-ray drives until the end of time. That's the best way to do this. The best way to do this. Us consumers should demand this. We really should. Like, I don't know. Yes. Why is it not? How hard is it to put a disc drive on a console? Yeah. I would settle for that, honestly. I should be able to play my PS4 discs on PlayStation platforms in perpetuity, even if it means I have to buy an external disc drive. So, we'll see how this goes. Rebecca was asking earlier what moon logic means. Moon logic is a term in like adventure games, especially the old Sierra ones, where the solution to puzzles makes no fucking sense. Like, yeah, like having to spill some oil on the floor and then go and steal a piece of cheese from a crow and feed it to a mouse, and you throw it somewhere and the mouse has to run over and get it, but when the mouse does, it catches its tail on fire, and then it drags it through the oil and sets the oil on fire, and that burns a hole in the floor, which allows you to fucking reach something under the floor that you could, like moon logic, something you'd have no way of fucking knowing the solution to just by thinking about it. There's a lot of moon logic puzzles in Date, so yeah. But don't worry, you'll have a guide. You didn't have to figure it out. Also, we're working on Shadow Labyrinth, a game that Jared is frankly further along on. I'm starting to I'm pretty close to the end of it too. Man, I'll tell you what, that boss where you're just fighting those like wall ball turrets, that pissed me the fuck off. Well, okay, here's the thing. Like the first time I fought that boss, I went in there, I saw the things come out the wall, and it looks like enemies you fought earlier, those wall turrets that shoot those exploding things at you. And so I immediately start jumping up and swinging at them, and nothing happens. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I can't destroy those. And then I see that the little orbs are red. I'm like, maybe I just gotta parry them as they attack me. Because they're glowing red, right? Like that's the parry indicator. So I try to do that. So I die, and I'm trying to figure out how to fight this fucking boss, and I die again. And then I realize that you can actually just attack the wall turrets. You just have to wait until the balls attack you once, and then the turrets become vulnerable.
That's annoying.
But there's no visual cue. Yeah. Yeah. So that was annoying. I didn't like that, but you know, once you can, there's only one trick to the fight. Well, two. One, wait until the actual parts that you can hit become hittable, and then two, Do not, because it starts spawning. It spawns the one type of ball thing, and then it spawns the second type, and then once you destroy that, it spawns one of each. And you do not want 4 of those ball things out in the arena at the same time. So you need to clear out the side that has the 2 first, and then yeah. But don't worry, Greg. I will write that one up. It didn't even have a boss text, so I'm not. I can't remember how many times I fought. It was 3 or 4. I can't remember. I beat that Wilhelm Ong guy on my first attempt, but I don't know what the trick to him was, because like his melee attack should never hit you, because he like telegraphs them for like 5 fucking seconds. And so, oh, that's all I did, is dodge behind him. Yeah, that's all I did, is I waited until he raised the sword, I dodged behind him, and I just kept attacking him. I didn't even know about the eye counter stuff. So that's what I was saying, even if I wanted to write that boss, I don't really care. Like, we talk about giving you all the bosses. You just seem to like to write up bosses, so. Well, I don't really care either way, but that's one boss where I'm like, I don't know, I don't think I got good enough media, because, dude, it was really close at the end there. Like, I was almost dead, he was almost dead, he had like a million fucking ads, and I was like, nope, I'm just gonna fucking keep swinging and one of us is gonna die. And he died first, and that was the end of it. And
I'm fighting the last boss right now.
Oh, I thought you were already done with. Okay, so.
No, this game is fucking long, and the last boss is bullshit.
Sounds like a job for Greg. So I looked up online to find out. I looked up earlier because Greg asked me where should I continue writing from, because I went through the mine place, I can't remember what, Tornlands, and I was like, this isn't that long. The forest was way longer. I don't feel good about passing off bosses to Greg and then like doing this one short area. So I'll do this tower too. And then Greg's like, all right, so what's the next place I should write up? And I was like, I don't know what comes after this. I'm not done with it yet. So I looked up online to find out what the next area was. I also am asking Jared, like, when the fuck do I get double jump, bro? And he's like, this dungeon that you haven't heard of yet. I'm like, all right, so I don't know where that is. I'm gonna look these all up, and we're like 3 or 4 dungeons away from double jump. Like, it's not even close. Yeah, it's not even close. And I had to look up the next place, tell Greg to write up, and I'm sitting here wondering, like, we're about halfway through the levels, and I know that's not halfway through the game, because there's so many like sealed doors and shit. It's starting to seem like a like Ghosts and Goblins type thing, where beat the game or get to the end of the game once, then backtrack through everything and open up all the shit you couldn't get again, and then after you do all that shit, you'll be at that. That's the vibes I'm getting from this right now, because there's no way we're at the end. The game says I'm 30% done ish. That's what PlayStation says. And I think it's lying, but whatever. It could not be. And I'm trying to save, like, there's going to be a big backtracking segment when we get double jump. And I've avoided backtracking so far, and frankly, most things aren't even available with air dash and the fucking Gaia mech that gives you immunity to terrain. So I think it's just designed that way to have a big backtrack after you're done.
See, the weird thing is, when I was trying to get some of the collectibles, I kept forgetting that guy is invulnerable to stage hatchers. Oh,
so is that why you were just missing okay. I mean, there's sneaky shit in there, too. There's, like, walls that you can break that aren't advertised. Most of them are. So I broke a wall in, I can't remember what, I'll see it when I go through my media. Can't remember if it was the tower or not. I think it was the tower. And there are walls that you can just, like, slide under. And they're kind of sneaky. Like, this is a game we're probably gonna have to go back and just like slide at every wall and. Yeah, but you gotta be pretty eagle-eyed for that shit. So, the things that I miss are the obvious things that I shouldn't have missed. So I'm finding a lot of the sneaky shit. Rebecca knows how this works. Like, if you want to hide something from me, do not put it in like the corner of the room under a table with a whole bunch of blankets on top of it. No, just leave it on top of the table in plain sight. I'll never fucking see it. It will not. I'm like I don't know. I don't know.
You have male blindness.
I have male blindness, she says. I will never see the fucking thing. It will just be amalgamated into my expectations of what the area is supposed to look like. So, yeah, I'm missing a lot of the common shit. But am I right about how this game is kind of set up, Jared? Where just you have to do a big backtrack after you go through all the stages, and then like all that's busy again. Oh shit, Rebecca. I got a lightning skiller. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Not a great one, but I don't have that many lightning skillers. So yeah, I don't know, man. The pacing in this game is downright dog shit. Like, alright, the game says that I'm a third of the way through. I have my doubts, but who knows? Maybe a lot of the backtracking is just cleanup and goes faster because you have more mobility options. Or yeah, maybe. But they have to, like, because, well, maybe they don't have to. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work, but I haven't gotten any new, like...
I'll just say, once you finish the Black Tower, you'll be going there again.
Oh, yeah. I figured going everywhere again. Yeah. Like, that... Yeah, I bought all those. The thing is, okay, so game says I'm a third of the way done. You start out with 4 health ticks and 1, like, HP tank, which like, if you played Mega Man, it's your what, E-tank, energy refill. It heals you. Well, energy tank doesn't heal you, but you know what I mean. It's an item you can keep in your inventory and it heals you. They replenish at checkpoints, so they're kind of like, soul shit potions. So 4 health ticks.
If you played Hollow Knight, you know exactly how the healing works.
Dog shit. Souls like crap, trash, awful, miserable shit. Anyways, well, see, I try not to heal because I'm like, well, I don't want to waste it. They only recover at the big checkpoint, so I don't want to like use a healing tank when the only thing ahead of me is a little checkpoint, so I just don't use them. And then just fucking, well, okay, I use them on bosses. But that's the only time it's, like, safe, usually. And bosses usually, I don't know, I think, like, the big exploration segments so far have been harder than the bosses, but maybe that'll change. Anyways, 4 health ticks to start, 1 healing tank, and I have the ability to equip 3 points worth of perks. I'm not going to explain how the whole system works, but I got 3 little Pac-Man symbols. Skills take different amount of those to equip. So I only have 2 skills equipped. They're skills that have been available to me since the second area of the game. And those are still the skills that I have equipped. I haven't gained any extra capacity to equip more perks. I'm up to 6 health ticks now instead of 4. And I have 2 healing tanks instead of 1. And mind you, the game says I'm a third of the way done. What the fuck am I wasting my time with on this fucking game? Like, the progression is dog shit. It's so slow. I don't feel, like, appreciably stronger now than I did at the beginning of the game. I've got an air dash, and that's, like, the big mobility advantage that I got now over the beginning of the game. Which, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think these people understand what a Metroidvania is, how it works, what the pacing is supposed to be like. Because there's, like... Yeah. Like, I'm not making gains at all. I can't, I compare it to Symphony of the Night, and I'm sorry if that's not fair, but that game came out in like 1999 or whatever. So, you've had 25 years to copy its homework, alright? And the amount of gains you make, the advancement, the sense of accomplishment in Symphony of the Night, you feel way more accomplished by the second boss in that game than I feel right now. 97. Oh, 97? Okay, I was way off. Why did I think 99? Maybe I'm thinking Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. But yeah, I think Jared might be right about this, man. Like, 3 attacks, everything getting, like, drip-fed to you. Nah, you need to go faster. You're not keeping me engaged. Fighting the same fucking enemies over and over again. Yeah, like, that's the thing. Like, you can almost... I can almost never use that against bosses. Because it takes too much energy, and then I don't have the ability to dodge. And it's like... Alright, so this is useful when there's, like, one cocksucker enemy on a ledge that's just out of reach. So I can jump over, hit triangle, and I can hit him. And there's some enemies with barriers that you need to use that triangle attack or you can't damage them. But, like, against the enemies I really want to hurt with it, it's like, well, you can't, because then you can't dodge. And you're better off just dodging. You're, like, most of the bosses so far, better off waiting until they attack, dodging through them, and then just doing normal attacks. Like, your survivability is way better, and your damage output's roughly the same. So, I don't know, man. I have complaints, and I really can't complain because I'm the one who fucking said we should do it, so... I gotta be honest. This one ain't shaping up great.
Yeah, I mean, nothing against you guys, because it's not you, but you get 3 guides, and he hasn't offered me fucking shit yet.
Yeah, probably should have had Jared do this one, honestly. Because he was already halfway done. Well, that might have been a conflict of interest. So I don't know about that, but... I mean, according to Howard, I'm on full-time rotation. So, you know, we've been... He talked to you first, but we've been in regular communication. By the way, Greg, he told me to start putting more hyperlinks. And I'm like, well, you can go check out that Date guide, because I'm linking to pages at the beginning and at the end and wherever keywords are mentioned. And, I'm just going to assume that applies generally, so... Do more hyperlinks. Try to find an excuse on your first sentence in and last sentence out to link to the next page and link from the previous page. That's... Yeah. Like in this page I'm doing after the first boss, because I'm kind of just rebounding between like the latest stuff I did and the first stuff I did, and filling in the middle.
How ice is yours?
Oh, you're just talking to the dogs. I like after defeating the first boss. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like this page I did literally starts out with a sentence after you defeat the first boss, and then the first boss is a link to the first boss. Because you got to think, some people are just going to look up. I know I'm fucking talking SEO now. Some people are just going to look up how to beat this cocksucker boss, and they're going to go to the cocksucker boss page, and hey, go on click through. No, because they didn't have a health bar at the bottom, and they didn't have a name. So I think they're probably in the bestiary, but I'm probably just going to call them like a mini boss, and they're just going to be a header.
I was looking over the guide, and Greg just said this big enemy. I'm like, you know, there's a bestiary, Greg.
There is a bestiary. He knows there's a bestiary. He puts the names in there in bold. I've seen him do it. No. No, I'm gonna give Greg a pass for this one, because I was playing through the Dark Tower and I was writing it up, and you know there's the 2 different turrets you fight there. And I put their name out the first time, but then after that I was like, okay, we got a big turret and we got a small turret. That's how I'm calling them. And like they get their proper name the first time they're introduced. But after that, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing, or you're too stupid to follow this guide. I'm sorry. I mean, I'd mention them the first time, but after that, I don't. Like, if you decide to call whatever that fucking rhino thing is a rhino thing, I don't care. Yeah, just call it a rhino thing.
Rhino thing?
Yeah, it looks like a rhino. It's a fucking bulky ass quadruped with a fucking horn. It's a rhino. Whatever. For all I know, they're using they might be using some, like, extinct ass fucking rhino from the Pleistocene or something. I can't remember the name of my Xbox, but they're trying to be clever with that or something. I don't know, but no, just call it a rhino. I don't. It's fine. Whatever. Do whatever. The pages look good enough. I don't feel the need to babysit them. Even though Greg is slow on the media, I know it's coming. He used me the same way Rebecca uses me. Not like that, but he sent a bunch of pictures to my Facebook chat so he could move them from his phone to his computer that way. She does that too. She'll send me a bunch of messages like, "What the fuck is this shit?" She'll be like, "I'm saving them."
Yeah, because my phone won't communicate with the computer anymore with the cord.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I just plug the goddamn phone in.
Well, I don't know what's going on there. But we're working on Shadow Labyrinth. I don't really have an ETA. Apparently, we played through about a third of it, and we'll just keep working on it until Ninja Gaiden, I guess. What's this other game you showed me? Yeah, we'll see how to divide time between the two of them. But I don't know. What's this other game you showed? This Necromancer game. Is that something Howard floated you? Because I was under the assumption that I was supposed to get floated my own shit. So I don't know how this works, but I don't. We'll see. I'm not really sure how it's supposed to be going forward. We have. What other news do we have here? Oh, right. Did we talk about the Borderlands trailers? I can't remember, but they were. Yeah, that trailer. If I didn't talk about it, that trailer I thought was really good. I've been pretty down on this game, but I actually like that trailer. Fair play to where I see it. I haven't watched this other trailer that came out a few days ago. I meant to, but then we were watching Persona 3 and I forgot. So whatever. Probably better use of my time, anyways. Are you feeding these dogs ice cubes? Is that Zan chewing on an ice cube?
Cluster of ice.
Have you checked his tooth and make sure it's less crappy?
No, I haven't checked it.
Okay. I don't know. It's looking pretty good. I still don't think I'm buying this game like at full price. I think I've learned my lesson from past Borderlands games that this will be like half price within 3 months. So, because I bought that super deluxe edition for Borderlands 3 because that steelbook, which was pretty cool. Yeah, but you could have gotten that steelbook, the game and the steelbook, for like $30. Like, we overpaid. We gave Randy Pedophile more money. We shouldn't have. So that's unfortunate. If there's a guide involved, then I'll change my mind. But if there's not, then I don't know. I don't know. What other news do we have here? Saber Interactive has announced first-person survival horror action game, Clive Barker's Hellraiser Revival. Revival, you gotta choose like, 1, why does this need a subtitle? 2, why Revival? Was Resurrected taken? Couldn't find anything more cliche? It's gonna come to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC via Steam. Release date was not announced. First-person survival action horror, Greg. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Like, I'm not a big Hellraiser guy,
I like Hellraiser.
and I'm not sure what kind of a design they should go for with this. I kind of think it should be more like Alien Isolation, right? But Hellraiser's kind of psychological horror, so I don't know how you do psychological horror in a survival horror setting.
Enemies. Like,
Are there little enemies you can defeat? Because the only ones I really remember are the Cenobites.
There's weaker Cenobites.
Yeah, but weaker Cenobite is that like he's on the lower end of archangels, you know?
Yeah, but there's also people who are like kind of.
Okay, no, that's true. If they're like cultists who have been fucked up by the Cenobites and they're like the main fodder, and the Cenobites are like those old NES games where you get chased by Jason or some shit, and that's like the whole highlight of the game. I'd be down for something like that. I think it needs to be pretty asymmetric, where the Cenobites are something you just need to, well, see, because the Cenobites, like, if you see a Cenobite, you're probably fucked. So I don't know how you work that in there, because it's not like a Predator, you know?
Oh,
where you can get away from it if you're clever enough.
Name the big fucking guy in Resident Evil.
Mr. X.
Yeah, they could be like.
They could, but I think that's kind of underselling what a Cenobite is, you know?
I mean, you wouldn't put Pinhead as that. He'd be your main fucking villain.
I think if Pinhead ever shows up on your screen, it should be quickly followed by a game over.
But, like,
or the credits rolling.
There's a lot of lesser ones that are weaker that could take on a similar role to Mr. X.
I
kind of stalk you for a while, and then you like build up to fight them.
Knee-jerk reaction, I think this will probably be shit, but I can see pathways for this.
It could be really good, but it probably won't be.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. I'm not saying I'm going to keep my eye on it, but I'm going to talk about it now, and then like in a year when it gets a release date, we'll be like, yeah, we talked about it on the podcast. Don't you remember, Greg Boot? No.
Too bad I'm not a game designer. I can come up with great things.
If I was a game designer, I'd just be like, we've got to have capes in every game. There's got to be character creation. And, like, we should try to fit something like the Nemesis system into every game. The Outer Worlds 2 will cost $70 instead of its previously announced $80 when it launches for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC via Steam, and the Microsoft Store. No one buys shit on the Microsoft Store. What are we talking about here? It's gonna be a code on a disc anyway, so I don't care. This is another one where I'll buy it if it's a guide project. I will wait until it's super severely discounted if it's not. And they totally killed my hype for this game by not allowing me to own it. So.
Which is funny, considering what the fucking game.
Yeah. I mean, bad corporate practices, and you're gonna use a bad corporate practice to sell a game lampooning bad corporate practices. I hate Microsoft. I hate Microsoft so much. The new Lollipop Chainsaw projects announced last week include a new game and anime adaptation. Dragami Games and partner Nada Holdings announced the development process will prioritize staying true to the distinctive tone and spirit of the original work. Okay. Without imposing excessive creator restrictions in the name of DEI. What are you even talking about? I instantly don't want these games anymore because of that. Like, okay, well, whatever. There's fucking free porn everywhere. Well, I guess not anymore, especially if you live in the UK. The UK has passed an act where they are age-restricting porn, which means you go onto any porn site or any site with adult, I guess, content, and that's kind of troublesome wording because it also includes like suicide prevention, LGBT resources, etc., etc., etc. You have to put in an ID, like send an ID to a fucking site, and hey, hope that these databases never get hacked or leaked, or no one ever decides to use this for malicious purposes or any of that. And you know, one of the sites, the big bad porn sites that got taken down in the UK that you can no longer access without ID, Wikifucking-pedia.
What?
Really? I shit you not. Go look it up. They're suing the UK government right now. So this
How
is
is Wiki...
this is what conservatism brings you.
That's just gatekeeping.
We gotta
Information.
protect the children. All right,
Reality?
pedophile rings. Okay, I believe
probably
you.
covered all the fucking encyclopedias in the fucking library.
I'm sorry. I'm not fucking buying this DEI boogeyman bullshit. All right, you're fucking a couple of regimes too late for this shit to strike the same way it used to. So, fuck Lollipop Chainsaw. I hope they fucking go bankrupt again, all these fucking cunts. No one thinks you're fucking edgy or clever because you fucking put some fucking blonde chick in a bikini and have her kill fucking zombies with a chainsaw.
She's been doing that the whole fucking time.
Like, I can't express the amount of nobody fucking cares. Yeah. You're fighting a culture war against nobody. They do. They imagine boogeymen and they get really angry over it.
That's their way of doing straw man. Straw man enemy.
There was some like there are a bunch of adult games that got delisted from Steam. We talked about this last week, and some of the people behind it were like anti-abortion conservative groups. And I don't know. I thought gamers were supposed to be pissed about games getting delisted for content. Yeah. But I guess, you know, if you want to blame it exclusively on feminists and let fucking Christian zealots get away with doing the exact same shit, then I guess it suddenly becomes okay, right? They can take all your fucking wank material away as long as they do it in the name of Jesus. So this is where I'm at. Like fucking 12 years out of Gamergate. I just hate all these fucking hypocritical losers.
Like, come on, guys. Seriously? Just keep the porn. Like, it's fine.
Nah, I wouldn't go that far. There is some horseshoe theory at work here, but...
Well, yeah, but... most feminists view at least, like, person-involved pornography as sexual liberation.
I don't think you can even make a statement as in most feminists. I think there's too many conceptions of what feminism is and how it should be practiced to even say most feminists. I just don't think there is a most feminist. But I don't know. Like, I will say this. Whenever any of the censorship is actually successful and actually comes to fruition and impacts people, it's conservatives doing it. It's never the fucking pink-haired, shrill fucking college student that we all are fucking taught to memify, because everyone just laughs at them. That's the whole point of all these fucking memes, right? They never achieve anything. So this is a little bit of a non-story, but I think it is interesting to point out. Sony Group Corporation and Bandai Namco Holdings have signed a strategic business alliance agreement aimed at strengthening engagement among anime and manga fans, which will also see Sony acquire 16 million Bandai Namco shares for 68 billion yen, becoming a shareholder holding approximately, want to guess how much, Greg? 2.5% of the total issued shares of Bandai Namco. So, this actually seems like a very tepid move on Sony's part. Like, what is 2.5% going to get you? So, we should be able to use that to calculate the net worth of Bandai Namco, right? So well, I mean, if that's their share value, a little lazy math here says that they are worth about 2.72 trillion yen. Let me use what's left of the Google machine and convert that. That's in the tens of billions of dollars. I know that. Oh, no, I gotta count my zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, So that's 2 million, 2 billion, 2 trillion. Oh, of course they don't do it over here either. About $18 billion worth? Man, I didn't think Bandai Namco was worth that much. So yeah, I mean, Sony basically controls manga and anime. They own a significant share of the market. If I was in control of things, they wouldn't be able to own as much of it as they do. I'm not a fan of that. They have too much power in that sphere. Bandai Namco, I think we forget how big of a toy company they are, as opposed to just like a gaming company. But if I had to guess, I'd say they're a much bigger toy company. So, you know, Sony owns all this manga and all this anime, and Bandai Namco makes all these toys, and they're also big in the manga and anime sphere. So this kind of makes sense. The only thing that doesn't make sense to me is the actual investment being made. Like 68 million yen or whatever it was. Or was it billion yen? No, I can't find it. 68 billion yen. Just like $500 million, and it's I don't know. I would expect more. And the last bit of news we have here. The Legend of Heroes Trails Beyond the Horizon will launch for PlayStation 5, Switch 2, PlayStation 4, Switch, and PC via Steam, the Epic Games Scam, and GOG. Hey, look at that. Day and date release on GOG. I'm so proud of you guys. On January 15th, 2026 in the West. Remember, this game was coming out this fall, but then somebody at some point realized, hey, we got like this remake of Trails in the Sky coming out, and we've got this other Trails game. Maybe we shouldn't like launch 2 Trails games right on top of each other. Maybe we should give them a few months. Sanity prevailed, and I still think that these games are awfully close together, but at least they have fighting chances to make some sales now. You've got to be a humongous Trails fan, though, if you're going from one to the other without, like, any pause. Like, somebody out there is doing it, that's for sure. I'm very hyped for Trails in the Sky. I've been hoping that they would port that trilogy for a while now. They're remaking it instead. Whatever. Fair enough. We'll see how things go, but I wouldn't mind writing a guide for it. I'm less interested in Trails Beyond the Horizon, but I'm not. It's a Trails game. I buy all of them and play very few, but whatever. It is what it is. So, yay! It's not being launched when anything else is as of right now. So maybe I'll have a chance of playing it. Probably not. Hopefully I'll be busy with something else, but at least these games, the second one now has a release date again, and they're not coming out right on top. And when does Trails in the Sky come out? I need to check my game schedule. September. 2 weeks before Tactics. I don't know about that one, but we'll see how things go. Well, now I don't even want to finish that cow run because the time... Have we already been at this 2 hours almost? Jesus. What have we even talked about? Good God.
A number of things.
I guess, yeah, we were talking Metaphor, Persona 3. I should make it a point to talk about Persona 3 in every podcast. I don't think this game gets enough love. I think this is going to become my hobby horse. Bring up Persona 3 every time. Yeah, that's pretty much all the news. I don't know.
Oh, so we can get back to the movie.
Rebecca wants to go back to watching Persona 3. What, you gotta go to bed? You're done talking already? Okay, I mean, that's it for news.
He's got a birthday. He's an old man.
You're...
Old man Greg.
Greg, you're under leveled. You're under leveled.
I mean, he might not be under level. Those bosses have some mechanics.
I don't know. I remember beating it without too much trouble.
The three dragons at the towers?
Yeah. I do, but I can't remember how I survived it. Did I have like a re-raise effect or something? Because I don't think fire immunity protects against it. Or does it?
One of those you need fire protection.
It doesn't, like, when you master one of the, I can't remember what those classes are called that you unlock at the end there. Royal classes? Is that the... I can't remember anymore, but I remember you get, like, fire immune armor from something that has to do with one. Am I right, Jared?
You get fire immune armor from the towers.
Oh. So you just gotta do them in a certain order?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I just... Well, you picked the wrong one first, I guess. Well, there you go.
Well, if
that was your clue!
If you want to know which order to do them in, go to gamerguides.com. What do you mean
the royal classes.
The royal classes, each needs a certain set of,
you gotta master
classes.
A bunch of other classes. Yeah. Do you have most... Yeah.
Think,
do you have a lot of classes at, like, level 20 already? Okay. I'm surprised you haven't unlocked any. Do you have to complete or get somebody's confidant rank up high to unlock? I can't remember how that works. I remember there's a point where they all become unlockable. I can't remember what it is. But I feel like the game wasn't obtuse about it. Okay.
Your main character unlocks his automatically. It should.
I honestly can't remember. Jared wrote a guide for this. I just played through it blindly. Except for what was the one thing I had to look up? When you can debate those people every time. That's the one thing I remember looking up.
Yeah, the main character is story unlocked, but the rest have certain classes.
I think they don't unlock until after the main guy, though, right? I think he needs his unlocked before everyone else can unlock theirs.
If he's doing the towers, the first guy should have the main character should have his unlocked already.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Did you talk to the guy in the Velvet Room?
It's not the Velvet Room, Jared. It's something else. It's not a Velvet Room without Igor and some hot, yellow-eyed chick talking shit to you.
Why is Elizabeth the best one?
Because Elizabeth is the best one. I was just gonna say, can we all agree that that Elizabeth is the best Velvet Room attendant? Because she's a fucking imp, man. She's just mischievous. Just watching her fuck around on those quote-unquote dates you go on, she's adorable. She's fantastic. The male version of Elizabeth is pretty funny, too. He actually has an optional dialogue. If you have Mara equipped, when you enter the Velvet Room, he will chastise you for having that persona. Which I think is hilarious. Fantastic.
His name is Theodore, by the way.
Theodore, yeah. I thought it was Theodore, but I was like, isn't that just Teddy? Maybe I'm getting it confused. No, I can't say enough good things about FMC. It's a travesty that we never got that in remake. Absolute garbage. Worst thing Sega Atlas has ever done.
I think of the Royal classes, the Royal Thief is the hardest one to unlock. Or at least the grindiest one to unlock.
I mean, I maxed out everything, so I was like,
Yeah,
whatever, I'm just going to do what I'm going to do anyways.
I literally mastered every class with the protagonist.
I mastered every class with every character.
Wow, you're insane.
Yeah, I love the grind. What can I say?
Probably the best place to grind is in the final story dungeon.
I think I did most of my grinding. I think I did most of my grinding in the floating palace. There's like a bunch of respawning mini boss enemies, and I just ran between them and kept killing them. I can't remember what screen. I'd know if I was playing. But Jared's probably right. It's probably the final dungeon's the best spot to do it. What is wrong with this puppy? What did you do to him, Rebecca?
It didn't fit him.
Joker's been throwing up a lot recently. Has me a little worried.
3 different days.
3 different days. He hasn't thrown up today, though.
Or, well, less than 2 weeks.
Don't get sick, Poppy. You cost too much to fix. Poor little thing.
Go funny.
I mean, you. I think there's like things you can equip that make you immune to all status effects. Like, is it a class ability that does that, or those royal classes are really strong, Greg?
You really did pick the worst one.
Yeah. Those royal classes are really strong. You can really min-max. Make yourself pretty broken. And then guess what you get to do when you're done beating the game, Greg?
Beat it again.
After playing through the game again. Yeah.
You can fight the super boss anytime you want, but
yeah, but you're level 1 at the beginning. So you need to play through, level up, get all your characters back, unlock all your jobs, because you keep your job progress, but you don't keep all these jobs unlocked. So yeah, you're playing through most, if not all, the game again. Sorry to tell you, Greg. I mean, be happy without getting a platinum, I guess.
Yeah, there are skills that there are skills that block charm and stuff.
Yeah, the royal classes are pretty crazy. Pretty crazy.
Yeah, especially the protagonist is just
yeah.
royal class. It's like really strong.
Yeah, he just becomes like top tier DPS. Oh, Joker Bunny, you little fuzzy mister. Yes, you are. Oh. These corgis need so much love. Oh, I tell you that Rebecca got some Temu stuff in. A bunch of statues I didn't realize she bought.
I told you I got them.
In one ear, out the other. She bought me 2 more 2B statues.
I showed them to you and said, should I get these?
We're fully at
my God.
We're fully at the phase in our relationship. Like, that's nice. And it's just gone from my brain.
About them when I ordered
And then I forgot. Anyways,
I'm just randomly buying
one of these 2B statues is like, I swear, like 9-10 inches tall. Way bigger than I thought it would be. Just looking at the thing, I'm like, Jesus Christ, this thing's fucking humongous. Becca's like, where are you going to put it? I have it on top of my PC right now. Because I don't have anywhere else to put it. I don't have a shelf to put it on.
I'll have to get the light.
I could send you a picture.
I thought it came with both.
I'll just take a picture from... Oh, I dropped my controller. How does that even happen?
Magic.
Don't worry, Joker. It's just a controller.
God, your fucking computer's dirty again.
Hi. What are we doing? What is going on?
Do you want me to take the picture for you?
Yeah, well, you can send it to... Well, now I thought you can take it with your phone.
My phone's harder to turn off and on because the button is there.
Oh, I dare. I dare. I don't know why, but Joker started climbing on my leg. I think he got upset because the controller fell and he thought there was something bamming. Oh yeah, that is dirty. I need a vacuum. Fucking dogs, man. Their hair's just all over all the time. Why do you do this? Why do you do this, creature? That's not the worst thing Doodle gets all over the place, is it? No, it is not. No, it is not. So yeah, go finish Metaphor, Greg. I'll give you a pass. You can take a few days off. Shadow Labyrinth. I don't care. I don't know. I don't view Shadow Labyrinth as like super omega priority. You look up how to add sockets to weapons. Amrune! Man, I don't have any. Am I going to have to do Countess runs to get some Amrunes? Hi, Zan. I might as well just do Hell Countess. What's it going to hurt? Did you see the picture, Greg? Rebecca took it. Are you still trying to fight it? Okay. I don't think that attack is survivable. Oh. Okay. Do you have any more statues coming in, or is that it?
That's it for now.
Okay. We've got a bunch of others. Like, she bought statues of all the characters from the Cyberpunk anime.
I get bored of doing the thing that gets me the free thing.
I don't even know what you do.
There's a little mini game on Hulu that I play. That's where I've gotten a lot of stuff.
Like, she just gets statues, and... Like, are they knockoffs? Absolutely. Are they fucking cheap as shit? Absolutely. Are they cool? Absolutely. But we don't...
And the quality isn't huge.
We don't have any shelves to put them on, that's the problem.
My version of that is pretty big.
Worse?
Yeah. The other one is worse.
Oh, I haven't compared the two side by
The
side.
hair is fucked up, but the rest of it's the same, pretty much.
I mean, like, I don't view them as collector's items. They're just cute little tchotchkes to have sitting around.
Yeah, we have a whole bunch of anime characters that are just sitting on things. Like, literally sitting, not standing.
They're like those noodle cup toppers or whatever.
There's Spearman and, whatever.
No, I like them too. We got
sitting on your block for your Wii.
We got what's her name? Momo from Don to Don, who's sitting. And Ira. We've got Makima, we've got 9S, we've got 2B, we've got A2. Just a bunch of motherfuckers just sitting around everywhere. Who's over there? Tryrin. Yeah.
I can't remember.
Fern. I bet you
I've seen a sitting version of him, but they don't tend to do a lot of
they don't do sitting boys a lot. I guess I guess
Well, there's lots of sitting boys, but not that one.
I guess boys aren't fit to keep your noodles from boiling over.
These are noodle ones. They just sit.
They're all noodle ones. They're all noodle
They
toppers.
don't say anything about noodles.
They don't have to.
No, they're just statues. You can either put them on your noodles or you can set them on a shelf. They're not really meant for any particular.
Oh my god, I need a mule so bad. Rebecca, Uber runs. I can't remember what Jinxie's take, so I'm just going to put them in randomly. Mm-hmm. Oh, that works on the Black Rabbite? Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, I get you. Okay. That is not very smart. Okay, I can't remember how to do this anymore. And a flawed topaz. Okay, I'm pretty sure I already did this. Oh, these are different. Oh, well that explains it. Okay, I'm just blind. I can't even see what runes are each now. Okay. Well, at least that makes sense. Well, at least that makes sense. That'll teach me. I was like, I already did that. Why? It didn't work last time. Do 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 do.
You use the same rules each time.
Are you still trying to fight that dragon? Look at my statue. I think
no, I never said that one was yours.
I said it was mine. Yeah, there's a lot of leg on her, that's for sure. 2B. See, you can't have her. You don't even know her name.
I was looking at A2.
Rebecca. Rebecca called her A2. It's 2B.
Because I'm looking at A2.
Yeah, excuses.
It only happened.
I say Rebecca should play Persona. What do you say, Greg?
He doesn't even accept a happy birthday.
Oh. She says she doesn't give a fuck what Greg says. He doesn't even accept a happy birthday. The blood feud.
It's my first time talking to you since your fucking birthday.
Now he accepts the happy belated birthday. Oh, he's telling you happy belated. Okay.
Telling me happy birthday?
Yeah.
Thank you, Greg. That's very nice of you.
She says, "Thank you, Greg. That's very nice of you." She said that.
I did.
She absolutely did. I'm not lying. Don't get mad that she's outmaneuvering you.
What are you expecting me to be mad about?
I don't.
Who gets mad about
I don't know. I don't know. You both are crazy.
Fucking weird.
Becky, you should play Persona.
When I'm nice to Greg, he's an asshole. When I'm an asshole to Greg, he's an asshole. So why would I be nice?
Because it's amusing? I don't know. I don't know. Rebecca should play Persona 3. I don't know which one, whether she should play portable
Wait,
or
whose
reload.
belated birthday is it?
It was Greg's birthday a while ago.
I mean, there's a difference between saying belated birthday.
3 weeks? It was
and-
not 3 weeks. It was like last week.
Like the day before.
What? When
There's a
was it?
difference between 2 weeks and when is Rebecca's, like January or something?
2 podcasts ago before
Yeah.
this one, I think.
See, the reason I get caught up with Greg's birthday is one of my friends has a birthday on like June 20th. And so I just think everybody's birthday is in June. But I have Facebook, so Facebook told me, so, you know.
See, I don't even say what my birthday is.
Yeah, I don't know now that I think about it. I know how old you are, so it doesn't really matter, but...
Hmm.
It was a few months ago.
40.
I want to say your birthday is April, March?
My birthday was 10 days ago.
10 days ago? Jesus!
Who?
Jared's.
Jared's was 10 days ago?
Yeah. Well, he was talking about how he asked for Raidu for his birthday, and I was like, that came out a while ago, so it's probably a couple... No, it didn't come out that long ago. How could it... Never mind, I'm stupid.
Happy belated birthday.
Rebecca
Jared.
says happy belated birthday, Jared.
Well, thank you.
Jared says thank you.
Not so hard.
Rebecca says, not so hard. Oh,
See,
how's
I just did that. Just set all that up.
that dragon fight going, Greg?
I hope you fucking lose it.
Alright, who knows?
No, it really is July 17th.
So you and Greg are born right around the same time. I mean, 2 years apart, 3 years apart, whatever it is. Damn, that's weird.
So this is the 17th of July.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a friend in elementary school. His birthday was July 14th.
Well, my grandma's birthday was July 4th, but that's kind of easy to remember, you know?
My uncle, the one that passed like years ago, his birthday was November 17th, and then I have a cousin who was born on the same day.
Y'all are born too close to each other. You need to stop fucking at the same time of the year.
It was even crazier. My other younger cousin, her birthday's in December, and she had a kid literally on her birthday.
No clue. I guess there's just like some fucking like autumn hormone that goes through you people, and you're like, oh, leaves are turning colors, time to fuck.
They get cold. They get snuggly.
They get cold. They get snuggly, Rebecca.
So I guess the good thing about having a kid on your own birthday is you'll never forget your kid's birthday.
Yeah, but then your birthday will never matter again.
Well, you had a kid, it doesn't
brothers
matter what
and
your
I,
birthday
they
is
make
anyways.
sense because my parents' birthdays were both in April. We
No,
were
but
fucking around their birthday.
no. Fucking around should not be a birthday present. Yeah. Humanity's overrated, let's be honest. Oh, look at that. If at first you don't succeed, headbutt again.
That when I did that boss, I had everybody immune to fire and everybody immune to charm, and he was spamming that charm ability like crazy.
Yeah. He tries to do it until he hits somebody. He tries to do it until he hits somebody is what it is, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, Lord, there's 2 battles harder than that.
Which two?
There's the boss battle that unlocks after you beat those 3 towers.
I can't even remember that one. I know the super boss.
Then the super boss.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, the other boss I mentioned is kind of like a super boss, but you don't have to do New Game Plus for it.
I hate that gimmick. I really do. You should not have to play through a game again to... I don't know. Bugs
Yeah,
me.
like in Persona 4, you can't fight the Reaper unless you're on New Game Plus.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'll never play. One of many reasons why I'll never play Persona 4. It is strictly inferior to Golden. The original Persona 4? Why would I? Why would I play a more obtuse
Is it
shuffle time where I can't fight the Reaper until the second playthrough?
is it different in Golden?
Yeah. Yeah. Golden, you can fight him. Golden, you can fight him in the first fucking palace. Dungeon, whatever. Guess they're not called palaces until 5. Right, you never played Golden, did you?
Mm-mm.
Jesus, you people are so weird. Well, Greg played Golden, but Greg, did you play Persona 3 Portable, or did you play Fez? Okay, so, alright. See, that's probably underpinning your Persona 3 hatred. Your Persona 3 revulsion. Your inability to accept its grandeur. You're playing through the, have to input commands version, or, what's it called? Tactics version. Well, what else are you going to spend that money on? Oh, man. So I'm the only one here who's played Persona 3 Portable.
Yeah, I've only played Vanilla and Fez.
And I'm the only one who's played female MC at any point. That's bizarre. I can't remember which one of your party members is weak to fire, but it's like pretty good to put on them.
Well, it's whatever class you have equipped.
No, I mean for their royal class. I'm not even sure anymore. Been too long.
I remember when Metaphor came out, everybody just like was spamming the Hulkenberg chewing animation.
Hulkenberg is great. That's a great animation. The fact that she does that animation when she's not even eating anything, when she's just thinking about like that giant fucking sandworm. You go visit that point of interest and she just looks at this mountain-sized fucking husk of fucking dead worm, and she's doing that chewing animation thinking, it's like, you are a nasty, vile creature. I love it. It's fantastic. I also love when you do training with what's his face. I can't remember the name of your right hand man anymore. It's been again too long. Stroll, yeah, his name's a little too mundane for me to remember. Not like Hulkenberg. It's hard to forget Hulkenberg. Yeah. Well, in Metaphor, the elf race is the most martially adept race. So they're tall and they're strong as shit.
Yes, but hulking tends to mean like big.
Hulkenberg. But like you go train out on the deck of the runner or whatever, I can't remember what they call those either. And she's just like sitting on Stroll as he's doing push-ups. I'm like, that's just good characterization. I like that. That amuses me. So you had access to this class this whole time, you just didn't talk to somebody. Greg. Greg. What are we doing here? Come on, guy. this guy? Can you believe this guy, Jared? I remember it made a lot of use out of the mage class just because it gets that passive that recovers your magic points.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I cheese so many encounters to just recover magic points. Especially in that goddamn... Because, like, I did every dungeon in one trip. Because my brain is poisoned by persona efficiency. And you're not doing that shit without that mage class. How's my inventory full again? Soul Hacker! Ah, it's like that game! It's like that game! I feel bad for Atlas. They wanted Soul Hacker to be like their third pillar, and I kind of hope they persevere. Well, because Soul Hackers 2 was not it. It is that they're not going to make a third pillar off of Soul Hackers 2. I don't know.
What the only thing they have on the horizon is what, P4?
Yeah, that's the only thing announced. I mean, but you got to keep in mind there's going to be like a Metaphor special edition that changed. They're going to have like a Metaphor Royal or Metaphor Gold and whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I expect that when they announce the Switch 2 version.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that. Like, obviously they're going to do it, but I didn't even think about, like, that'll be the time when it's introduced. So, good call.
Do you think they'll do another version of Persona 3 Reload with the female MC?
No, I don't think they will. I think they should. I would love it. I would buy it. I'd pre-order it, but I don't think they will. I was pretty bullish about them adding FMC at some point, but the fact that they didn't and went right to the answer, I don't think so.
Well, I mean, the answer has strong story ties to the main game.
I should play that. Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Yeah, he's...
Everybody turns into
broken.
avoid tanks in that game. If you're not realizing that now.
Yeah, your third-party member that joins you is very, very, very strong.
At the end of the game. He takes a while to get there. He's got a cool character. I don't like all I don't like anything to do with recruiting him. That whole part kind of stank. I'm not talking about the story. I'm just talking about like the gameplay in the dungeon. I didn't like being inside that sandworm. I didn't like having to deal with him and his fucking little dodgy ass. No, that part was not my favorite part of the game. Crap amulets. That's the thing they don't tell you about Diablo 2 is just how much... of course you fucking are rare. I don't want a rare one. I want a magic one. That's better. All resistance is 30.
Too bad that doesn't automatically.
Ah, motherfucker. Two skiller, everything else sucks. Oh, well.
It's not terrible.
Yeah, it's sold. It's gone.
Oh, wow.
It's worse. Yeah, the masks are something I missed the first time through. I didn't really use summons, like, at all. I'm not saying that's, like, a smart thing, but I just didn't.
I mean, not with Stroll being very strong and avoid tank.
Yeah, yeah.
I used MC Hulkenberg, avoid tank, and Stroll as my main party.
Yeah, that was my main party. I don't know. I just thought, what's her name? The fucking like singer chick. She annoyed me. I didn't like her character at all. Yeah, that she was never getting my party again after that. I hate that shit in JRPGs. I loathe it.
Atlas really needs to stop the having a character join like at the end of the game. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. I forgot who you're talking about for a second there. Yeah, no, it's too late. It's too late. No one cares at that point.
It's like that in all their games.
I don't think it's as bad in Persona 4. I think like Naoto is on the verge of being useless because of when you get her. But that said, I did play with her in dungeons because she has a good skill set. So
If you ever play Persona Q, the first game, Naruto is fucking. It's like all you need.
I'm not surprised. She's like the only jack of all trades character who's like, oh no, you're just like legit good at everything. Okay.
All you need is fucking Mabudon, or I think she has Mabudon and Mahamon.
Yeah.
As skills, and literally just spam those, and like you're good with yeah, you're good with the shitty mobs and dungeons.
There were like 2 dungeons in Persona 4 where those skills were just like excellent. And I kind of hate using those, but I don't know. It stops being luck based when they're weak to them, so I just need to get over it, I guess. Haru shows up way too late. I can't care. It's like no, I've. She should have shown up 2 dungeons earlier. She should have showed up 2 dungeons earlier.
Your character's like all like, you know, you never respected her character to be using an axe and a grenade launcher.
Especially not calling herself Thief of Beauty. Like she's a rapier user through and through. If you just had to judge the character design. Yeah. Too late. Way too late. Yeah. No, she should have joined you at the very latest at the casino. At the very latest. Uh-oh, you ordered a woot? Did you buy that Cuisiner? Yeah, okay. Oh, how much was that? Oh, okay.
I think Grace's F is 25 on Amazon.
You didn't already buy Ace Attorney? Oh, okay, that makes sense. I got you. I think I got all those off of Play Asia. All those Ace Attorney games. I think so. I'd have to go look at my list to see exactly what I have, but I think I have them all now. I hope I do.
I mean, Capcom in general has been killing it since like Resident Evil 7.
Dragon's Dogma.
E- Even that wasn't as bad as a lot of other companies.
Wait,
Silent
what
Range.
wasn't bad?
Dragon's Dogma 2.
We're not talking. Oh no! I was talking about the first one. That's when they started killing it. Dragon's Dogma 2 was a big disappointment. I will say that.
I mean, not just Dragon's Dogma, because there was a lot of other games in their portfolio that were shit. Mostly the fighting game division, but even the fighting game division is good now.
Well, no. Apparently, they use that rollback netcode, and that just cheats.
He's mimicking DSP.
He's getting there. Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. Yeah, I have that on the Switch, the Japanese version on the Switch. I think I mostly just got these imports because they were really cheap on PlayAsia, and I would need to add something to get the free shipping, and I'd be like, yeah, I'll spend $20 on that. Why not? How many boxes are there? Oh, okay. There's at least 4. So I got Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy, Ace Attorney Investigations Collection.
Did you get your? Well, you got the collector's edition for Soul Reaver, huh?
Yeah. It's a surprisingly small box. It's not that big. It's about the same size as like the Rebirth Deluxe Edition, which is fine. I just have more space for it.
You got your Soul Reaver.
Yeah, I got it a while ago.
From Limited Run.
VGP. I bought it from them.
Oh, I thought you ordered.
No, I didn't get that one yet. I don't think.
Yeah, the standard edition I got. It's supposed to be coming soon, I think.
I don't think mine's shipping until like November. I think that's when those come out. So I'm not expecting it.
I know Limited Run. I was just looking on their website. Says last chance for Ender Magnolia.
Right. I meant to bring that up, Greg. Ender Magnolia.
Last chance. Tonight's the last day.
Yeah, like probably we're talking a few hours to get it. I think I'm taking a pass on it. Yeah, but come on, video games, bills. I'm kind of hoping it's one of those games that will like pop up on VGP later, anyways. Because there's been a couple of games that had like limited run launches, and then another publisher has them just on Amazon or some shit, and it's like, okay, well,
I ain't getting.
Yeah.
I did get Ender Magnolia.
Oh, unlimited run?
Yeah. I ordered it a while ago. I got that. The new Shinobi game and Gex trilogy. I pre-ordered all of those at the same time.
I don't think I purchased anything on unlimited run in a bit. Let me go look. Let me go see what I've done here. Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
If it was $25, maybe.
Veilguard's a good game. People give it shit. It's a good game. I still don't understand the backlash. No, you're not getting the game. The game itself is dirt cheap. Okay, that's weird. The last thing I bought on limited run was Trails in the Sky Steelbook Edition.
Yeah, I'm pissed I missed it.
I probably should have bought the Bracer Edition. I let Rebecca talk me out of it because our finances at the time weren't looking solid. But it is what it is. It is what... Oh, now he turned off my monitor. That's back. It's fine. Who is that, Doodle?
Yeah.
Joker, come here. Joker.
He was laying on top of my feet.
Come here.
So it was getting way too hot. Dying.
Oh, you did that? Okay. Yeah. So look. So I re-platinumed that on PS4. Absolutely play the PS4 version first if you can. Although the PS4 version runs like shit. Oh my fucking god, the load times are abysmal on the PS4 version. And you have to load like every cutscene. Like, legit sit there and look at a loading bar on the bottom of the screen. It's like, oh my god, are you for fucking real? For characters to say absolutely nothing, I might add. There are some of those, like Greg said, some of those greater elemental areas are just bullshit. But I knew they were bullshit, so I didn't even try them until I'd already beaten the game and expanded like my elemental plots and all that shit. Because I knew what builds I wanted this time around from the very get-go. Like, make Morley a crit dude that spams that special attack from the get-go. Spreads it to the party, yeah. I still think Palomina is the best character for most of the game. And she's pretty solid even after Morley becomes really good. Like, just being able to sit back and cast the odd elemental spell against a boss that's weak to it and watch their health bar melt. Oh, it's good. It's fun. But yeah, that fucking fire shrine is such bullshit. That has to be the worst of them, because the only way you can really beat it is you have to fight a bunch of those cloud things. Well, you can't spam them fast enough to kill them. I had to use Morley's geyser trap. That was the only thing that actually killed them quick enough. Yeah, that's like the only thing. I had to look that up, and then people on Reddit were like, yeah, they take less damage from physical attacks and less damage from magical attacks. So you gotta find something that's neither, and the only thing that really counts is Morley's trap water skill. And it's like, this is such bullshit, man. This is garbage. What terrible design. I think the darkness one, like once I got that, I didn't have any trouble with the others because I was end game ready, so I would just have Palomina start out every one of those fights using the light elemental break to link all the enemies, and then she could just sit there and target enemies that were weak to shit with spells, and it would spread the damage to everybody. So the first wave would always die really quick, and then the second wave I'd use a class strike and then clean up. And that's how I beat pretty much every other elemental area except for fire, where that doesn't work.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck the Shadow Labyrinth.
The Shadow one, I think, is the one where like.
No, I'm talking about the Shadow Labyrinth game.
Did you beat it?
No, I didn't beat it.
Oh, that boss is that much of a dick?
It's not a boss. It's a boss gauntlet.
Oh.
You have to fight four bosses in a row.
So how many?
The first three, you don't get healed in between.
So how many? How many life beads do you have right now?
I have, starting with the 4 you start with, I have 26.
How do you have 26? Where are they hiding all? Because I'm at the end of that black tower and I have 6. So you're telling me there's like 20 more of those life upgrades just scattered in the back 2/3 of the game?
At least 22.
Why are they so fucking bad about fucking spreading shit out in this game?
And 22. 22. I think I got 6 hills.
So are just bosses dealing like 6 ticks of damage every hit now or something?
There is a perk you can unlock that has that cuts the damage in half.
Okay, so how much damage does the boss do when he hits you with that?
Depends on the boss.
Well, yeah.
I don't know if the final boss was hit me for like 3 or 4.
Oh. I mean, you don't get a lot of iframes, so...
No, not even when you're healing.
I don't know. That's just...
Yeah.
That's weird. They should not backload the game's fucking stuff like that's just... That annoys me so much.
The 4th boss in that gauntlet, you get all your heals and everything back. You're fully healed. But if you die on that boss, you gotta do all 4 of them again.
That sounds like a job for Greg! I don't know. We'll see. Probably not. I don't know. That's... Why is this game starting so slow? Okay, go to bed, Greg. I'll just sit here and whine about this game more if you don't fucking... Yeah, I'm gonna finish, well... I want to get the tower to the point where those turrets are written up, and then I want to do some of those from the front of the guide for a bit, so...
Yeah, those mazes are bullshit.
Those what are?
The mazes.
Oh, did you complete them all?
I completed most of them there's 2 rewards for each of the mazes. The first reward isn't hard to get. The second word is you have to be almost perfect at doing this.
Which means you probably have to have it set to automatic mode or else you're just not going to move fast enough.
Not even that. It's just... And then the second item is needed for a perk.
So you should be able to platinum this, is what you're saying.
People have platinum in it. I don't think I will.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying you got what was required to unlock all the perks.
No, I did not.
Okay. I mean, like, I'm not gonna lose sleep if I don't platinum this game. I'll have something else to fucking turn my attention to, but...
I think just that one perk makes it from like a 3, 4 out of 10 to like a 7 or 8.
In terms of difficulty for the platinum?
Yeah, yep.
I mean, that's usually how it is. There's usually one stupid fucking trophy that just makes everything way harder than it has to be. Stardew Valley. Jesus. I only have one 2 million hit guide, and that's Fire Emblem. Six. Oh, Jesus. Probably not going to get any of those. But I haven't worked on Rogue Trader in a while. I don't know. I'm not sure I care anymore. See, it's nice that you can write guides for these little AA JRPGs and get good traffic out of it. Sea of Stars.
Yeah,
I have no idea what that is. You making her get you more trophies? Jesus. That's funny that Visions of Mana was your Platinum 550 because it's my 440. I mean, you know, that's what happens when you play Xbox for most of the PS3 generation. Until you get betrayed, and then it's like, fuck you, time to switch. Alright, I should stop keeping you, though. That'll do it for this episode of the 3G podcast. Until next time, see y'all later. We'll probably be talking about some Ninja Gaiden next week, if my dates are correct. The Metroidvania, we'll see how that goes, but, that's all that's on the horizon if things go well. Till next time, see y'all later. Say goodbye, Rebecca.